Witcher's algered blade stands here before the lees the mirror truth. Stands here before the lees the mirror, his shadow merging with the pact's glow. A wager of blood, a heart offered, never a relic but a chain. Iris pulse, bound to von Everec's blood. What if stands before the love mirror once, was shadow just another merging with the cursed pact's glow? The contract on the beast of White Orchard, this hunt was never about the beast. Iris gift a vampiric ritual. Her heart, not a token of love but a shackle, bound her soul to von Everec blood, ensured their unnatural longevity. The family's chronicles call it devotion, the truth, a covenant of stolen years, each beat of her pulse a tether, each breath a debt. What if their immortality was built on her silence, on the slow, unspoken erosion of her name? The heart was never theirs to give. It was always hers to lose. The von Everec estate stands at the edge of war, where Velen's bog breathes through cracked marble floors. Its spires pierce the sky, yet rot clings to every gilded frame. This house did not age, it decayed. A monument to pride, to ambition, to bargains inked in blood. The walls remember. The chandeliers drip with time, their crystals clouded by incantations too old to name. Here, in this hollow splendor, Iris von Everec's heart became a relic. Not of love, of leverage, the family's longevity is no accident. Their veins hum with something older than elven kings, a hunger fed by stolen years. Gaunter Odim's name curls in the dust beneath portraits of smiling ancestors. He was not first, he will not be last. The von Everec's dangled promises before primordial eyes, offering flesh in exchange for eternity. Iris' heart was the price, a mirror's gift-shattered glass, splintered soul. She walks these halls now, a ghost in silk, her pulse is not her own. It echoes the rhythm of oaths broken, of names erased from history's tongue. The wild hunt gallops beyond the moat, elven steeds with hollow backs. They chase what they cannot claim. Iris chases what she cannot escape. The estate whispers, it always has, but the contract. It was never signed in ink, it was carved in silence, in the weight of a heart that beats for a house, not a woman. And the house, it thrives, it hungers, it waits. What if love was a ledger? Algerd von Everec wrote his name in Master Mirror's ledger with a quill of bone. The wager, a heart in exchange for years, not his own. Iris, a child's heart, still soft with the shape of trust. The Ealdorman scribes called it a covenant, the peasants called it a theft. A crown of gold was laid at Iris' casket. A crown of thorns was placed on her head. The ritual's smoke did not rise, it sank, coiling into her ribs, knitting her pulse to the von Everec blood. Each heir who drank from the chalice drank from her, each heir who bled for the house bled her first. Gaunter Odim's wagers are not bargains. They are traps furbished in velvet. Master Mirror's mirror holds no reflections, only reckonings. Iris' heart beats on, a metronome for a dynasty's greed. Her soul, never his to give, became the house's hidden heir, a vampire not of the night, but of the line. Did Algerd weep when he learned the pact's true weight, or did he, like all rulers, mistake cruelty for necessity? The von Everecs tell their tale of triumph. The villagers whisper of a girl who never died, only unraveled, thread by thread, into a family's immortality. What is a heart if not the body's prison for the soul? Iris is both key and lock, a gift that gnaws. A love that outlived its lover, and the house, it thrives, it hungers, it waits, for the day the ledger demands its final payment. Geralt's boots crunch over frostbitten grass. A reliquary door creaks, its iron hinges screaming like a dying man. Inside, a heart pulse flesh still warm, though the body it left rots in a crypt 3 centuries cold. Incense clings to the air, sweet and cloying, masking the iron tang of old blood. The von Everec archivists call it a relic. They do not mention the grasses, their eyes dart, their hands tremble. They know the trial's mark lingers on his skin, the way it warps Witcher's senses into keener, crueler things. A scribe's ledger speaks in riddles, asterisk Iris gift, bound by thorn and vow. Asterisk Geralt traces the ink, now faded to ash. Blood magic demands reciprocity. The heart is not a trophy, it is a lock, a key. The von Everec line thrives because they feed. Each heir who ascends, each coronation, each whispered prayer to the ancestors threads in a tapestry woven with stolen breaths. Iris' name recurs, etched into margins, her signature a scar. She did not donate her heart, she became its prison. The Witcher's hand closes around a vial of blackened oil, a remnant of the ritual. It reeks of Dim. The name surfaces in forgotten tongues, scrawled on parchment brittle as bone. The alchemist's influence predates kings, his pacts older than the sphere's fracture. He did not create this curse, he merely refined it. Dread coils in Geralt's gut, the trial's effects are irreversible. His vision sharpens, the world bleeding into symbols, connections. The heart's rhythm syncs with the castle's heartbeat. The family's greed is not choice, it is debt. A ledger with no end, what price eternal life when the soul is a currency? The Witcher steps into shadow, the house waits. And somewhere a heart still beats. What if Iris' love story was a curse in disguise? The mirror's gift was no relic of affection, it was a key, a lock. A prison carved from her ribs. Master Mirror did not bless her hearth, bound it to the von Everec lineage, a tether woven from stolen years and hollowed souls. Every candlelit ball, every whispered vow was a thread in the ritual. The prince's touch was not love, it was a siphon. Their bloodline thrived not through virtue, but through the slow unraveling of her life, a curse masquerading as devotion, a dynasty built on the quiet devoured. How many generations fed on her breath, how many heirs drank from the same poisoned chalice? The von Everecs did not age because they were wise. They outlived storms because they had no soul of their own. Iris was theirs, her pulse, a metronome for their immortality. Her death, the price paid in advance. The villagers wept for the monster, they never saw the architects. The family who wore finery while their ward bled into the earth. The ritual's end was not a tragedy, it was a rebellion. A heart torn free, a curse shattered, but the house still waits, and in the shadows the bloodline's shadow stretches thirsting, waiting for the next vessel. Geralt's hand tightens on the silver, the air hums with reversed sigils, a circle of Eodin etched in ashfrail as a vow. Master Mirror stands unmoving, his face a mask of old regrets. The heart was never yours to save, he says, only to deliver. A decoction of wolfsbane and crow's gall bubbles in a tin cup. Geralt drinks, the trial of the grasses burns in his veins. Knowledge seeps, Iris' pulse is no mere organ. It is a lock, a lever for a dynasty's hunger. Higher vampires do not feast on want, they feast on necessity. Mirror's pale skin glistens. You think ethics matter when the sun rises. His voice is a dirge. The von Everecs built their house on debts older than your kind's wars. Geralt's signs flare, the Witcher's signs. But sigils cannot unwrite pacts. The trial's truth is a weight in his throat. Some magics are not spells, they are arithmetic. Iris' heart beats in the shadows, a metronome for a family's survival. To spare it is to let a lineage starve. To take it is to become the very engine of its hunger. Mirror bows. You always chose reason over hope, *oxy*, the ritual's smoke coils. Geralt's sword stays sheathed. The economics of salvation are no less brutal for being inevitable. A Witcher's work is not to judge, it is to balance. The bloodline waits, the shadows stretch, and the next vessel, somewhere, begins to bleed. The contract's price was paid in silver, not souls, yet the Witcher's ledger counts only half. The von Everec name, etched in blood, now bleeds through generations, a mockery of legacy. Iris' heart, given as a relic of love, was a cage from the start. Each pulse bound her to the line's hollow eternity. The Lodge of Sorceresses, for all its power, could not unweave what politics had spun. A scapegoat's role, not a savior's. Did any sorceress glimpse the curse behind the ritual's veil, or was destiny always this, a debt collector's joke? The bloodline thrives, but on what terms? A house of mirrors, each reflection a thief of life. Iris' gift was a prison without bars, her soul the currency, her love the collateral. The Witcher turned away, payment was made, the rest is wrought. The lodge shifts blame to darker corners now. Let them. The von Everecs in their gilded decay are their own executioners. A cursed heart beats on, its owner long dead, the ledger is balanced. The shadows stretch, and the next vessel, somewhere, begins to bleed. The mirror's gift was a noose, woven with love, strung with blood. Iris' heart, preserved in alchemical frost, became the von Everec line's anchor. Each heir who bore it carried a ghost in their ribs, a whisper of another's longing, a weight of stolen years. To save her beloved, she became the curse that bound him. What is a monster but a man who trades his soul for a second chance? The von Everecs feasted on her sorrow, their magic siphoned from her frozen veins. Her voice, her dreams, her name all dissolved into the price of their immortality. The heart beat for him, always for him, never for her. Destiny mocks even as it fulfills. The Witchers hunted the monsters the von Everecs created, never guessing the true horror pulsed behind gilded doors. A family of executioners, their power tethered to a woman's shattered will. The heart's magic is not a gift, it is a ledger. Every drop of Iris life spent to fuel another's. The bargain's truth is written in the scars of those who come after. The next vessel bleeds. The next heir claims the relic, and the shadow of Iris von Everec stretches, eternal, between the lines of fate. How many lives before the debt is paid? How many deaths before the heart stops? The answer lies in the mirror, it shows nothing. It knows everything. The mirror's silence is a language of its own. Iris' heart was never hers to keep, a relic forged in blood, a key to a dynasty's cursed vault. The Lodge of Sorceresses, draped in political pretense, masks the same truth, power traded for servitude. Witches who survive the trial of the grasses carry its poison in their bones, a slow, unraveling no elixir reverses. What is a soul but currency in this game? The von Everec name is but one player in a ritual older than empires. A girl's love becomes a prison, a gift becomes a noose. The bargains shift, but the debt remains. The grasses wither, the lodge whispers, and the mirror hungers. No heart, no soul, no name escapes the pattern. It is written in every scar. Destiny is both mocked and fulfilled. Iris' heart, carved from living shadow, pulsed not with love but with a blood-packed chain of thorn and vow. The von Everecs drank her life to cheat death, their immortality a tomb built on her breath. Each generation feasted, each scar on her flesh a stanza in the curse's hymn. A mirror's promise, eternal devotion, a master's lie, love as leverage, her soul, bound to their lineage, became both sacrifice and sustenance. They called it romance. The lodge knows better, the ritual's whisper remains unbroken. Her name, etched in their bones, cannot unwrite itself. Sapkowski wrote of fate's cruel arithmetic. So too did Iris learn its cost. To love a vampire is to become one, to love a god is to become dust. What if the heart's true gift was not to give, but to endure? The von Everecs outlived the stars. Iris outlived her soul. The mirror hungers still, and in its glass a shadow beats neither alive nor dead, only waiting. What other cursed relics in the Witcher universe hide dark bargains? Sources are a curse as often as a gift. The mirror's hunger is but one shadow among many. Artifacts whisper to those who dare listen, often at a price they cannot name.